Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into guns like I am, you already know 2025 has been absolute chaos in the best way possible. Stores can't keep anything in stock, online drops vanish in minutes, and people are lining up for stuff that's barely hit the shelves. It's not just hype either. Shooters are smarter than ever, chasing real performance, smart value, and gear that actually works when it matters. I've been digging through sales numbers, talking to shop owners, and scrolling through forums to figure out exactly which 15 guns are causing all this madness. This isn't some random list. These are the ones folks are fighting over, waiting months for, or straight up overpaying just to get their hands on. So grab a drink, settle in, and let's count them down from 15 to the absolute king of the year. Let's kick this countdown off proper at number 15 with the Ruger LCP Max, the pint-sized beast that's straight up owning the pocket carry game right now. If you're the type who wants to slip a gun into your front pocket and still have room for your keys and phone without looking like you're smuggling a brick, this is your jam. We're talking a legit micro-compact that somehow crams 10 plus 1 rounds of .380 ACP into a frame so small and feather-light. Just a hair over 10 ounces. You'll check twice to make sure it's actually there. Ruger didn't just rest on the LCP name either. They went hard with the refresh. Tritium front sight that glows like a firefly for low-light snaps. A trigger that's smooth as butter compared to the old snappy pull. Beefier texturing so your pinky doesn't slip mid-draw. And yeah, they finally dropped a manual safety model for folks who like that extra layer of oops-proofing. Street price usually dances around $350, sometimes dipping lower if you catch a sale, with an MSRP under $450, which in today's inflated gun world feels like stealing. That price-to-performance ratio is why you're seeing grandmas, off-duty cops, and college kids alike scooping these up. New shooters love that it's not intimidating. Old heads respect that it just works with any .380 load from cheap FMJ to hot defensive hollows downsides. Well, .380 ain't 9mm, so energy and range are limited, and that tiny grip plus short barrel means recoil can feel like a firecracker in your palm if you're not used to it. No factory optics cut either, so red dot dreamers gotta look elsewhere. Still, in a market flooded with Me Too Micro 9s, the LCP Max carved out its throne by being the king of true pocket deep conceal, and shops can't unpack a shipment fast enough. Boxes hit the counter, phones start blowing up, and within an hour the pegs are bare. It's not the flashiest, it's not the most powerful, but for pure set it and forget it, everyday insurance that won't print through yoga pants or dress slacks, nothing touches it at this price. And that's exactly why it storms onto our list at 15. Sliding into number 14, let's talk about the ATI Alpha Max, the AR that's quietly schooling the entire industry on how to deliver real value without the ego-driven price tag. Forget the idea that a dependable rifle has to cost you $2,000 or more to earn respect. This thing proves you can land a lightweight, no-nonsense platform that punches way above its weight class for usually somewhere between $800 and $1,000 depending on the config and where you snag it. ATI didn't cut corners where it counts. You're getting precision-machined aluminum receivers, a butter-smooth direct impingement gas system that cycles everything from cheap steel case, plinking ammo, to premium defensive loads without a hiccup, and a free-float MLOK handguard that's begging for lights, grips, or whatever tactical flavor you're into. It's chambered in the evergreen 5.56 NATO, so mags, parts, and ammo are literally everywhere, and the flat-top Picatinny rail means slapping on optics is plug-and-play simple. What really sets it apart is how approachable it feels for brand-new shooters who are intimidated by the wall of $1,000 rifles at the gun counter. Yet seasoned builders still nod in approval, because the bones are solid enough to upgrade over time without starting from scratch. On the flip side, it's not dripping in billet bling or adjustable gas blocks like some boutique builds, and the furniture is functional rather than fancy. So if you're chasing Instagram flex appeal, you might look elsewhere, but for pure shootability, it's tough to beat. Market-wise, this rifle has become the ultimate gateway drug for the AR platform. Distributors can't unload pallets fast enough. Shop owners tell me trucks are met at the dock by pre-orders, and online drops trigger refresh wars that make concert ticket sales look chill. In a sea of overhyped budget guns that feel like toys, The Alpha Max has carved out sleeper hit status by simply working every single time you pull the trigger, earning its spot as the everyday hero that's flying under the radar straight into everyone's safe. Let's hang out at number 13 for a minute, because the Daniel Defense DDM 4v7 isn't just another AR. It's the gold standard reminder of why DD has been the quiet king of premium rifles for years. Picture this, a 16-inch cold hammer forged barrel that laughs at heat and abuse, wrapped in a free-float MLOK handguard that's basically a Lego set for grown-ups, plus fully ambidextrous controls, so lefties don't feel like second-class citizens. The whole package tips the scales at just a hair over 6 pounds, which means you can run it all day at a carbine class, sling it across your chest on patrol, or keep it light for home defense drills without your shoulders screaming by round 200. Law enforcement agencies snatch these up the second contracts open because they know the enhanced bolt carrier and tuned gas system chew through dirty ammo, sand, mud, whatever, and still cycle like a sewing machine. Civilians? We're right there with them, grabbing V7S for everything from 3 gun stages to nightstand duty, because the accuracy is stupid tight and the modularity lets you bolt on lights, lasers, or that fancy LPVO you've been eyeing. Sure, the street price usually floats north of $1,800, sometimes kissing $2,000 with a right config. But here's the thing. When a fresh pallet hits the distributor, it's gone in literal hours, forums light up with restock alert pings, and people straight up camp dealer websites at 3 a.m. just to click add to cart before bots do. On the plus side, you're getting lifetime durability, sub-MOA potential with match ammo, and resale value that barely dips even after 1,000 rounds. Downsides? That premium tag keeps it out of reach for new shooters on a budget, and if you want exotic Cerakote or a pin gas block, you're waiting on custom shops. Still, in a market flooded with budget builds and overhyped clones, the V7 holds the middle ground where bomb-proof meets precision instrument, and that's exactly why it's one of the most hunted rifles of 2025. Demand so fierce that in stock is basically a myth. Let's hang out at number 12 for a minute, because the CZ Shadow 2 Compact is straight up one of those guns that makes you wonder why every manufacturer isn't copying the homework. You've got a steel frame beast that somehow shrinks down into something you can appendix carry without looking like you're smuggling a brick, yet it still feeds 15 plus 1 rounds of 9mm like it's no big deal. Up front, you've got a fiber optic sight that glows like a runway at night, paired with a fully adjustable rear that lets you dial in your poi exactly where you want it. And yeah, the slide is milled from the factory for the micro red dots that everybody and their brother is slapping on pistols these days. But the real star of the show is that single action trigger. Crisp doesn't even cover it. We're talking sub-3 pound break with 0 creep and a reset so short you'll swear the gun is reading your mind. The grip texturing is aggressive enough to lock your hand in place through a 100-round stage, but not so shark-skinned that it chews up your cover shirt after a day of carry. CZ's QC is legendary at this point, so out-of-box reliability is basically a given, whether you're dumping mags in USB-SA or trusting it for everyday defense. Now, it's not the lightest option out there. Steel will do that, and you're looking at roughly $1,400 street price, which definitely puts it in the treat-yourself category rather than impulse-buy territory. That said, it's carving out a killer niche. It's eating market share from the plastic fantastic crowd, because polymer compacts in the same price range just can't match the recoil management or that buttery trigger, yet it's still compact enough to outconceal a lot of duty-size guns. The aftermarket is growing fast. Holsters, mags, even custom base pads are popping up, but it's never going to have Glock-level ubiquity, and that rarity only fuels the fire. Shops tell me these things sit on the shelf for maybe a day, 2 tops, before someone who's been on the notify list snatches it up, and online drops are pure chaos. Pros love it for limited division or carry optics. Weekend warriors love it because it makes them look like pros, and the collector crowd is starting to hoard the early serial numbers. Buckle up, because hitting number 11, we're diving deep into the SIG Sauer MCX Spear, the civilian beast born straight out of the U.S. Army's next-generation squad weapon program. Yeah, this is the real-deal M7 for the streets, and it's turning heads, emptying wallets, and breaking the internet in 2025. Forget your standard AR. This thing is a whole different animal, built from the ground up around the absolutely wild .277 SIG Fury cartridge, a hybrid case round that launches projectiles at insane velocities, way beyond what your typical 5.56 can dream of, delivering devastating terminal performance, better barrier penetration, an effective range that stretches out to distances most carbines just can't touch without stepping into full-on battle rifle territory. We're talking short-stroke gas piston for cleaner, cooler running, especially when you're dumping mags or running suppressed, full ambidextrous controls so lefties aren't left out, a free-floating MLOK handguard begging for lights, grips, and lasers, and a folding stock setup that makes it compact enough for tight spaces but rock solid when extended. The fit, finish, and attention to detail scream military-grade precision. And that's no accident. This gun was designed to replace the M4 in actual combat. So reliability under stress? Non-negotiable. Now let's talk brass tacks. You're looking at $4,000 and up, sometimes closer to $4,500 depending on config. And yeah, that's a hard pill for a lot of folks, especially when .277 Fury ammo isn't sitting on every shelf like 5.56 or 9mm. It's specialty stuff, pricier per round, and still somewhat scarce outside major retailers or online bulk drops. But here's the thing, demand isn't coming from budget plinkers. It's driven by serious tactical shooters, law enforcement snipers, preppers who want the absolute best, and collectors who see this as the modern equivalent of owning a civilian M16A1 back in the day. Limited production runs mean SIG can't churn these out like P365S. Every batch is spoken for before it leaves the factory. Dealers post incoming alerts and watch pre-orders fill in hours, and secondary market prices are climbing fast. Let's hang out at number 10 for a minute because the Kimber KDS9c is straight up rewriting the script for what a production 2011 can be. Kimber, yeah, the same crew that's been hand-fitting 1911s for decades, finally said screw it and dropped a double-stack monster that feels like it was born in a custom shop but ships from the factory ready to rock. We're talking 15 flush or 17 with the extended mag, all in 9mm. Wrapped in that legendary 1911 grip angle and single-action trigger that breaks. So clean you'll swear it's glass. The slide's milled for optics right out of the box. No adapter plates, no drama. Just slap on your favorite micro red dot, and you're running faster splits than half the open guns at local matches. Barrel's match grade, obviously, because Kimber's name is on it. And the accuracy is legit stupid. I've seen guys punch sub-2-inch groups at 25 yards without even trying. The frame's aluminum, so it's not a boat anchor, but it's got enough meat to soak up recoil and keep follow-ups on steel. Texturing is aggressive, but not cheese grater bad, and the magwell is flared just enough to make reloads feel like cheating. Street price usually floats $1,200 to $1,500 depending on finish and where you hunt, which is wild when you stack it against true custom 2011s that start north of $3,000 and still need tuning. That value gap is exactly why dealers can't keep these on the pegs. A truck unloads, the group chat blows up, and 30 minutes later the only thing left is the hang tag. Aftermarket is growing fast. Holsters from the big names fit day one, and the resale market is already nuts because early adopters are flipping them for a quick profit. Downsides? It's a hair heavier than the polymer Micro 9s. And if you're used to Glock-level parts availability, you'll wait a beat from mags or springs. But honestly, that's nitpicking. In a sea of striker-fired plastic fantastic, the KDS9c is the steel frame flex that says, I know what I'm doing, without screaming for attention. Competition guys are using it to smoke masterclass. Carry folks love the capacity in a 1911 package, and collectors are stashing the limited runs because Kimber's never done anything quite like this before. The SNT Motiv K2C1 is a military-grade unicorn, sliding in at number 9 due to its unique engineering and extreme scarcity, captivating the U.S. market with a blend of AK-like reliability inside an AR-like chassis. As the combat rifle of the Republic of Korea, it features a long-stroke gas piston system that laughs at filthy conditions, ensuring unmatched reliability with readily available 5.56 NATO ammo and standard AR magazines. The controls and ergonomics are familiar, with a full MLOK handguard, and Picatinny top rail, ready for any modern optic. This combination of the best of both worlds, piston reliability and AR modularity, has driven demand through the roof. However, stringent import limits mean that when a container lands, it's a feeding frenzy, with online stock vanishing instantly. The price point, typically ranging from $1,800 to $2,200, places it in the premium collector segment. Downsides include the import-limited parts availability and the premium price. Nonetheless, its status as an actual combat-proven military-issue rifle, offering a performance edge in a unique package, solidifies the K2C1 as a sleeper hit that serious collectors and reliability-first shooters are desperate to acquire in 2025. It's a distinct piece of defense history that runs like a sewing machine, making it a highly coveted, rare import that consistently empties dealer shelves. Hitting our list at number 8 is the Hi-Point HP-15, the budget AR that is absolutely tearing up the entry-level market and forcing the entire industry to rethink its price point strategy. This isn't just another low-cost build. This rifle is the definition of a market disruptor. For a street price that hovers right around the $400 to $500 mark, making it one of the most accessible rifles on the planet, you're getting a platform that refuses to act like a cheap plastic toy. Hi-Point built the HP-15 on a solid foundation, utilizing genuine forged 7075 T6 receivers rather than polymer lowers in the critical structural areas. They even threw in a full-length, free-float MLOK handguard that provides incredible modularity for lights and grips, a feature you normally have to pay an extra couple $100 for. The genius of the HP-15 lies in its compatibility. It accepts literally everything in the vast AR aftermarket, from standard magazines to custom triggers, making it the ultimate gateway drug for the platform. New owners love it because of the low-risk entry point into rifle ownership, completely sidestepping that pervasive buyer's remorse. You get a reliable, straight-shooting rifle for plinking, training, and home defense, backed by Hi-Point's legendary lifetime warranty. The upsides are clear: incredible value, surprising accuracy for its class, and bomb-proof functionality. The downsides? It will never have the Gucci status of the higher-end brands. But the sheer demand tells the true story. This rifle has been a logistical nightmare for distributors and a godsend for retailers. First-time gun buyers are flooding stores demanding the HP-15. Veterans are buying it as a truck gun or a loaner, and the sold-out signs go up faster than you can manage to zero an optic. Every time a fresh pallet lands, the pre-orders evaporate, and the online stock checks turn into a frantic refresh war. It's the rifle that democratized the AR-15, and that position as the king of affordable reliability secures its volatile spot on our most wanted list. 7th place belongs to the SIG P365 XMacro Tacops. This isn't just another incremental upgrade. It's a full-blown declaration that shooters no longer have to sacrifice capacity for concealability. You're getting a stunning 17 plus 1 rounds of 9mm, a capacity that used to be strictly duty gun territory, wrapped up in a surprisingly slender, eminently tuckable package that rides comfortably in the appendix position under just a t-shirt. The genius here is the modularity of the XMacro platform combined with Tacops-specific enhancements. A longer, 3.7-inch barrel for improved sight radius and velocity compared to the original compensated XMacro, which this model replaces with a non-compensated slide, a clean, flat-face trigger that breaks consistently, and a full optics-ready slide paired with excellent X-ray 3-day/night sights. Critically, it features a flared magwell and comes with a generous 417-round magazines right out of the box, pushing it firmly into tactical readiness territory. This Tacops model is where the micro-compact segment meets the compact, stealing market share from pistols that are thicker, heavier, and offer less firepower. It essentially provides the slimness of a single stack with the capacity and shootability of a full-size gun, thanks in part to the customizable grip module with interchangeable backstraps, letting shooters dial in their perfect fit. The recoil impulse is notably mild for such a small, light pistol, making follow-up shots fast and accurate, a true testament to SIG's engineering. However, the aggressive texturing on the grip, while great for recoil control, can be a little abrasive against bare skin during deep concealment, a minor but common complaint. The street price typically lands in the very desirable $750 to $850 range, a sweet spot that feels like a bargain when you consider the features and the included 4 magazines. The demand is absolutely scorching. SIG simply cannot churn out XMacro grip modules and completed Tacops units fast enough, as every batch is instantly absorbed by the market. Sixth is the PSA Sabre 15. This rifle is Palmetto State Armory's audacious answer to the premium AR market, a truly duty-grade platform delivered at a mid-tier price, and it's absolutely cannibalizing the competition. The Sabre shatters the notion that you need to spend over $2,000 for a feature-packed rifle, offering high-end components like quality-controlled, forged receivers, a crisp 2-stage trigger, a quality-assured, often CHF, barrel, and upgraded ambidextrous controls, Radiant Raptor/Talon, straight from the factory. Wrapped in a rock-solid, free-float MLOK handguard, the rifles fit and finish rival brands twice its price. Street prices typically run from $900 to $1,300, depending on configuration, creating a value proposition that is impossible to ignore for the discerning, value-minded shooter. The performance gap between the Sabre and much more expensive rifles is minimal, driving its market position as the ultimate disruptor. Demand is pure madness. When a batch drops, forums explode with restock alerts, and stock vanishes in a matter of hours. The Sabre 15 is the default choice for those who demand performance and features without the wallet-busting cost, cementing its place as one of the most coveted and difficult-to-find rifles of 2025. Fifth spot is claimed by the Springfield Hellcat Pro OSP, the pistol that fundamentally redefines the line between a micro-compact and a duty gun. Springfield took the best-in-class concealability of the original Hellcat and stretched it just enough to solve the primary complaint of nearly all tiny pistols: shootability. What you get is an incredibly slim, single-stack-like profile that somehow stuffs a massive 15 rounds of 9mm into a flush-fit magazine, absolutely crushing the capacity of many competitors still struggling to hit the double-digit mark. This wasn't just a capacity upgrade. The Hellcat Pro comes equipped with a 3.7-inch barrel and a slightly longer grip, transforming the snappy recoil of its shorter siblings into a remarkably controllable shooting experience. The market has gone absolutely bananas for this Goldilocks formula. It's still thin enough to disappear effortlessly for deep cover carry, yet shoots flat and fast enough to genuinely compete with compacts twice its size. The OSP designation is key here. The slide is milled from the factory to accept the most popular micro red dot sights, making it truly plug-and-play for the millions of shooters switching to optics. Coupled with its excellent tritium/luminescent U-dot sights, this pistol is ready for low-light performance straight out of the box. Street price typically hovers around the mid-$600 mark, and at that value proposition, it's practically a steal for the features and capacity you receive. New carriers are drawn to its capacity and confidence-inspiring adaptive grip texture, while old hands respect the legendary reliability and the refined trigger that breaks cleanly. The only real nitpick is the slightly stiffer trigger pull, which is great for defensive carry, but won't win any match shooting awards. The undeniable truth is that dealers cannot keep the Hellcat Pro OSP on the pegs. Shipments arrive, the inventory alert emails go out, and the display case is empty faster than a speed reload. It's the ultimate expression of the modern carry gun, and its explosive demand proves that shooters are chasing maximum firepower without sacrificing comfort. Number 4 is the Glock 43X MOS, the definitive king of the slimline concealed carry market, whose release with an optics-ready cut validated the red dot on carry gun movement for the masses and triggered a buying frenzy that shows no signs of slowing down. This pistol perfectly balances an incredibly concealable, narrow profile with a comfortable, full-handed grip, delivering 10+1 rounds of 9mm reliability. Its simple, robust design and enormous aftermarket ensure its status as a set-it-and-forget-it choice for serious carriers. While the standard capacity trails some rivals, spurring the use of non-OEM high-capacity mags, the blend of Glock's legendary functionality and optics modularity is an unbeatable value proposition, typically priced around $500 street price. Demand is so intense that finding one at that price is a constant challenge. Buyers are forced to monitor distributor sites like Hawks, cementing its position as one of the most consistently sold out and sought-after firearms of 2025. Sliding in hot at number 3, the ATI Omni Hybrid Max is redefining the budget AR landscape and causing chaos on gun store shelves. This isn't just a cheap rifle. It's a smart, highly efficient gateway platform built on a revolutionary metal-reinforced polymer receiver. This proprietary hybrid construction is the secret sauce, featuring metal inserts at high stress points like the buffer tube, housing, and rear takedown pin to ensure the necessary durability and metal-on-metal contact, while drastically slashing the overall weight. The result is an incredibly light, fast-handling rifle, a massive pro for all-day carry. Its genius market position is its compatibility and affordability, usually floating between $500 and $700, making it the ultimate starting point for new owners and an appealing minimalist, low-profile option for veterans seeking a reliable truck gun. The full AR custom potential is there, but some purists might notice the difference in feel of the polymer fire control components compared to traditional mil-spec metal. Regardless, out-of-the-box reliability is proven, making it an undeniable value proposition. The sheer volume of demand from both first-time buyers and seasoned enthusiasts for a full-featured, featherlight, and reliable rifle at this price point is why its stock vanishes instantly upon arrival. The Omni Hybrid Max is the low-cost, high-utility hero that proves smart design is the fastest way to clear the shelves in 2025. The number 2 spot belongs to the Staccato P, the 2011 that has redefined duty and civilian performance. It's the ultimate crossover, merging the unrivaled ergonomics and single-action trigger of a 1911, a crisp 4-pound break that feels like snapping glass, with the firepower of a double-stack magazine, offering up to 20-plus rounds of 9mm. This blend of precision and payload has earned it approval from over 1,000 law enforcement agencies, cementing its position as a tool of absolute trust. The Staccato P's steel frame and match-grade bull barrel are key, adding the perfect heft to tame recoil and virtually eliminate muzzle flip, making rapid, accurate follow-up shots startlingly easy compared to polymer rivals. It comes optics-ready with a rock-solid Dawson precision DPO system, ensuring your favorite red dot is mounted cleanly and securely. The Staccato P occupies a premium market niche, forcing shooters to stop settling for good enough. The major hurdle is its price, typically starting around $2,500, placing it in the investment category. However, this premium cost has only fueled the frenzy. The demand for this level of proven, duty-grade performance far outstrips supply. When new stock arrives at dealers, the sellouts are measured in mere heartbeats, driven by serious shooters, from professionals to weekend warriors, who want the competitive and tactical edge that only a Staccato P can reliably deliver, making it one of the most relentlessly sought-after firearms of 2025. And finally, sitting absolutely unchallenged at the top of our chaotic 2025 countdown, we have to talk about the Glock 19 Gen 5. It's not flashy, but it's the benchmark, the single most trusted handgun that perfectly straddles the line where concealed carry meets duty-size capability, offering a rock-solid 15-round capacity. The Gen 5 refinements, axed finger grooves, ambidextrous controls, and the accurate Glock marksman barrel finally brought the platform fully into the modern era. Its true market strength, however, is its unmatched market saturation. The aftermarket for the G19 is an ocean, meaning any part, any sight, and any holster you could ever dream of is instantly available, offering ultimate customization potential without the custom shop waiting list. For a street price that typically floats between $500 and $650, nothing offers the same legendary reliability and universal support. Downsides are minimal. The factory plastic sights are notoriously lackluster, and the trigger, while improved, is still undeniably a safe, slightly mushy Glock trigger. But here's the brutal reality of the market. It's the ultimate starter gun, the ultimate truck gun, and the ultimate backup gun, all rolled into one. When new shipments hit the distributor, shops literally sell out in hours. Not because of temporary hype, but because of a proven, decades-long reputation for being the handgun that simply works every single time. Cops, competitors, first-time buyers, grandmas, everyone wants one, and everyone who has one swears by the quintessential G19. That enduring, universal trust is why the Glock 19 Gen 5 sits at the undisputed #1 spot, defining what out of stock truly means in 2025. There you have it, the 15 guns that turned 2025 into a year of empty shelves and full wish lists. From pocket poppers to battlefield airs, budget blasters to precision instruments, the common thread is simple. People want gear that delivers without drama. The market's speaking loud and clear. Reliability still rules, value still matters, and innovation only wins when it actually works. If you're hunting any of these, set those stock alerts now, because tomorrow's shipment is already yesterday's memory. Drop your thoughts below. Which one are you chasing? And I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, shoot straight, and keep supporting the channel. Peace.